Dragon Disaster Gaming Power Wash Simulator 2. I'm joined by Shelby and Jacob.
Is hello. Shelby's currently mute.
We're going back to the salvage house, which is a really nice cabin out in the wilderness with a plane sticking out of it. Apparently, it was built from a plane that was recovered from the lake. Oops, I forgot to turn the music on. Oopsie.
Who?
Which is going to be Sonic Lo-Fi voice remixes. I like this one. And nice to note, there is a layer underneath the ground. At least the first layer. A second layer under the ground.
Oh, okay.
See? I like it when you do that. I like it a lot. So I can strip away the first layer of goo.
Claims quite literally layers. Oh, what?
Let me make sure I have my chat open so I can see what people are saying. If they're saying anything at all. Okay, good. Yes. Not all levels do it. And if you use too strong a washer, the lower level gets washed away with the upper layer. That's why it's nice to use the weakest washer first, see if there's anything hiding under the grind.
Okay.
Yes, it means it takes longer, but I feel it's more interesting that way. That way. Seems to be hitching a little today. I think I should run a virus scan tomorrow.
Well, that wouldn't hurt. Although I'm sure you could ask Shelby, because Wardreymon is a vaccine Digimon.
Yeah. True, but I think he's a little too busy with his own shenanigans to run a virus scan on my computer.
True, fair enough.
So apparently yesterday was Godzilla Day.
Yesterday was Goji Day?
That's Godzilla Day.
Yeah, Gojira.
Mm-hmm. At least that's what Shelby told me. Or someone told me, I don't remember who.
Is it like the anniversary of Godzilla, or...
Heroes said it was Sandwich Day.
Godzilla Day and a perfect day for Miraidon and Koraidon.
Times like these wish I had a flashlight in the game.
A little bit of lighting would be helpful in that angle there.
But often not, it's just the dirt making everything dark. This remix is of Crisis City.
Oh wait, really?
much into Sonic in the background. Well, Sonic remixes, as I said. And this one's Crisis Stage remix from '06.
Let's see, let me have the stream.
It's just '06, I think, could have had a better shake, you know? It's such a good concept. Great level design, it's just the story was...
It really did scream a rushed project.
and rewrites.
It really did scream rushed and a bit of, I'm not sure if uncoordinated, but maybe aimless would better fit the description.
I believe there was
On what they
someone
were
who
going
did a
for.
video on why it was so bad. McBones or something. I've watched it before, but I can't recall the basics. But one of it was trying to meet the deadline.
You must be talking about Matt McMuscles, right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
he does good research.
I like watching his little... Yeah, I like his What Happened series.
I haven't watched it recently though.
Seen many new ones myself.
Well, he's still making new ones. I just haven't been paying attention.
Let's see. What's his latest stuff? Well, I definitely haven't seen the one on Spawn the movie or Singularity.
Oh, that Singularity one I've been meaning to watch. Singularity is fun. Or it could be funner. Could have been funner.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's like wannabe Half-Life 2 with time travel.
Oh.
With a dose of Bioshock for good measure.
Okay. Which Bioshock? Are we talking 1 and 2, or are we talking...
We're talking Infinite.
Okay, we're talking Infinite.
Time travel mechanic included.
Okay.
Like, you go to the past and again and you screw up the future. One of the first things you do is you go to this island where mysterious radioactive signals have been coming from. Turns out it used to be a Russian communist laboratory base. And some of your character, who's American all the way, gets zapped back to like the 50s or 60s when the building was on fire, and not knowing what else to do, he rescues someone from the flames. Guess who he rescues?
Himself?
A scientist who caused us to lose the Cold War and to keep the Soviet Union nice and strong. Well, he pretty much took over for Lenin. Or Stalin, or whoever it was. Point is, oops, all communism.
Oh.
And the island becomes
Yeah.
overgrown with monsters. Overrun with monsters. Hi, Shelby,
Oh, there's
welcome
Shelby.
back. We're power washing now.
Okay.
Sprays you with water. Now I'm told Greymon is a Greymon's a vaccine Pokemon. Just me, vaccine Digimon. Wow, I just pissed off a lot of people.
A vaccine type, you mean?
Yes.
I think so.
Although you are blue, so you might be the virus type variant?
Wait, what?
See, you mostly be referring to Blackwall Greymon.
Yeah, Shelby's
Which
blue,
is-
not black.
Weirdly enough, the black variant is blue for most of that line.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, to be specific, I think Shelby's a Star Greymon.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah, special one-of-a-kind variant.
Fair enough there.
Besides, if he was a virus, then his own Digivice would detect it. Checks his Digivice. Nope, still just a normal Digimon.
See, well, see, well, if I had to think that I would kind of see myself as just a data type.
Oh yeah, that would work.
According to this, though, the kobolds are viruses.
But they're kobolds, they're not classified as Digimon.
I think that's why not. You know, the machine doesn't know how to rate them, so it thinks they're a virus.
Huh.
You know, foreign body.
Yeah.
There's the gratuitous amount of pop-ups that say yip and yap.
Hey, do they say yip in the app? I mean, you're cold.
Pebbles?
Because Shinball, they pretty much speak perfect English.
They can, but it's pretty funny.
Oops, you're about to get in their message. Maybe I should start by owning my weirdness and saying that I've always been sensitive to vibrations and frequencies. To me, certain places have their own signatures.
Huh.
Where Michelle and I are right now on this bank giant out of the volcano. There's this unique feel all around us. It's part of why I love it here. Oh. You go, girl. Get in tune with nature.
Yeah, but see, well, one thing that people gotta sort of take into consideration of, or at least be somewhat aware of, is infrasound.
Hatman, welcome to the stream.
Hey.
I'm getting closer and closer to starting your animation, bro.
It's okay, no rush.
Well, there is a rush in my opinion. I appreciate you saying there is one, but I'd like to get it done soon so I can get on to the next thing. Got a few ideas building up in my head. There's some old ones I want to do before they rot. I will say this. I lost my train of thought. Wonderful. Well, I'll do my best. Just hope it... I don't remember what I was saying. I'll say this. I seem to be following a pattern. I start animation in the summer, I get sidetracked in the fall, winter I resume it, and then it comes out the following year. I really hope that's not the case, because some people can pump these animations up like bam, bam, bam. Just really hope it doesn't take me till next May or April to put this one out. It should be shorter than the last one. I mean, there's less plot and more just get to it, you know? At least in theory. Script's all written, right, Troll? So, in like a day or two, Hyrule Warriors quote unquote 3 or Ceiling Wars comes out. Ceiling Wars comes out. Any interested in that, guys?
I played both the original Hyrule Warriors as well as its additional content, both on the 3DS and the Switch. And then
I'm
I
so
played. What do you mean? So sorry. I love the original Hyrule Warriors.
I just heard it's a pain in the ass to do 100% on.
I mean, there were some parts that were really hard, like some of the missions that required you to not get hit even once. But honestly, it was a fun challenge.
And raising the berries.
I mean, raising fairies is more for achievement progress for completion.
Well, I only got as far as being the first hero story in Hyrule Warriors 1. And it was Ganon's turn. I tried to play something, but I just couldn't. It went home my interest because I felt like, didn't I just work hard to prevent any of this from happening? Why am I going against all that? I mean, I get it. It's the light versus dark story of Song of Adventure 2, but I'd rather build up and tear it down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's fun to tear down. I literally played tear down, but when it comes to that's just because it's like a short-term thing, like reload the save and boom, everything's back to where it was. But with Hyrule Warriors, it's more story-driven. Okay, yes, tear down story-driven too, but you know what I mean. You feel more invested. At least a lot more invested, I guess, in the world around you. And going back and doing all the good I just did to try to save the world from Ganon's return as Ganon, just felt like, what am I even doing here? But maybe I just need a buffer before I played that one. I don't know.
It makes sense considering you're expected to be able to play as all the characters in there. So it makes sense that you would also have the storyline include the villains
So you
as
could
playable
always have
characters.
like a different take on it. Like maybe Ganondorf does resurrect and he's finally taking over Hyrule, but then a new threat emerges that they both can fight against. They had a new villain actually, that sorceress lady. They could have had her come back again, this time fighting Ganon and Link.
Maybe. But I think that would probably disrupt the regular dynamic with
True.
Zelda, Link, and Ganon.
True. At least they give them reason to put aside their differences for just a little bit, and for you to fight as both of them.
Maybe, yeah.
However, I have a lot more fun on with Age of Calamity versus just the first Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah. And I did play the Age of Calamity too, and that was decently fun.
It was nice to actually see how things used to look.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so that's what inside the Citadel looked like. Or, oh, that's what Castle Town was. Oh, it's already on fire? Bummer. Oh, so this is what the inside the castle looked like before it got wrecked. Well, you mean that library already had that hole in the ceiling. Yeah, I used to grind Hyrule Castle, Hyrule Castle stage just because I loved exploring pre-destruction castle. Well, mostly pre-destruction. It's just so nice.
It did take some getting used to the Link's moveset in that game though. I was so
Yes, it
used to
did.
his pre-fluid one in original Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, yes. Like in scarfing down apples to do the heavy sword spin.
Oh, yeah, for Great Sword.
That was fun to play as the king.
Oh, yeah.
One moment
Yeah,
I am
pretty
King
good.
Hyrule, next I'm just some old man with an axe.
Let's see who's my favorite character to play as. Funnily enough, I think I really enjoyed playing as Teba.
I liked Rivali, but Teba was a very good pick. He was fun.
Rivali was also pretty fun too. He was
So was
definitely
Impa.
my main character to use in Please Don't Get Hit challenges.
I don't think I got that far. I think I did, but I'm not sure. I did do the hunting mission over and over again. You know, the one where you start hunting the enemies and you go to a Talus and a Lionel.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, doing the Lionels is way easier in Hyrule Warriors than the main normal Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. Like, in Hyrule Warriors, I'm like, oh shit, a Lionel, time to run like hell. I mean, in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, but in Hyrule Warriors, I'm like, oh hey, a Lionel, time to get some nice materials.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I heard something rather interesting. You know
Oh.
how Nintendo is trying to patent the ball capture method?
Oh yeah.
Well, apparently there's a little hitch. I've heard a rumor that there's a hitch. Yeah, they can't quite patent it because of one game,
What's that?
Pokemon Go. I'm not sure how it works, to be honest, but apparently... Honestly, I think I need to hear more about it, but yeah. So there might be hope on the horizon.
Wait, but isn't technically Pokemon Go
The Nintendo
licensed
game, yeah.
by the Nintendo
I
as a
don't get it
Nintendo
myself,
property?
man. But hey, any win's a win, right?
We most likely believe that probably the reason why Pokemon Go may be the reason that Nintendo can't patent the ball capturing mechanic is because the Pokemon Go was made by somebody that ain't Nintendo.
Yeah, Nitonic. But isn't
Niantic.
Logic Game Freak itself not Nintendo?
Maybe the well,
Man, Sonic music's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good, glad that this kind of music is okay to play, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, well, we know that Sega is kind of very lax when it comes to the fandom.
And aren't I glad? What is this? Why is there just a landing gear field just chilling here?
I'm guessing they're for decoration because well, where you gonna put basically a piece of aircraft wheel on? Like where you gonna put that?
You could use it as a boy. Just strip the tire off.
Then what you gonna do with the tire?
Use it as a swing.
Yeah, but as you can see, that tire is pretty tiny.
That's true.
And this Yubbo
Use both
piece of
tires for
landing
the
gear-
swing then. Put a bar in between them and use the tires as the hook for the chain. Or the rope.
How should we know, Ed? See, we didn't build the place. We don't
That's
know
true.
the thought process.
I love how I'm just blowing away leaves with my bar sprayer. Also, I feel like Ancient Calamity showed the true scope of Hyrule. I mean, scale of Hyrule in a sense. Like, sure, the castle was pretty much 1-to-1, but the size of the towns and the villages definitely wasn't compared to how they were in the original Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like, just the towns around Hyrule Field were bigger than the ruins suggested.
Then again, a lot of that stuff had to be kind of converted into a full-on Hyrule Warriors grade level.
I agree,
So,
but also,
maybe the proportions were taken a little bit out.
yes, but I feel like that also
Little.
kind of made it feel even more realistic because things had a better scale to them. Don't get me
True.
wrong, Breath of the Wild is huge, but let's face it, the ruins of their towns and villages are kind of dinky. A building or two at most.
Yeah, that's true.
On Age of Calamity, they were expanded to like 8 or 10, or even 12 or 15. They felt like actual towns, villages. Which I found really nice.
Yeah.
Now, I'm very curious what the imprisoning world has in store for us.
I'm
Because
thinking
the
it.
first Age of Calamity was technically non-canon because we stopped the Calamity from ever happening in that one.
Hmm.
Which is, I kind of want a new game set in that version of Hyrule. Like, The Legend of Zelda, the future that never was or something.
Then again, if Ganon is completely stopped and wiped out there,
Wait, hold on. Ganon is still in
what
the
was the
castle
new
in that one.
antagonist? True.
So technically, if they ever want to revisit that one, that reality, you could just have Ganondorf wake up under the castle. I mean, we saw the state of Waru's arm at the start of Tears of the Kingdom. There wasn't much left of Waru to keep him sealed. I bet Ganon was broken free on his own eventually anyway.
That is true.
Heck, he was starting to, if the reason Zelda and Link were in best game wasn't going to go by. Weren't you expect exploring the caves to explore why there were tremors?
Yeah.
So Ganon was going to break free pretty damn soon. They just sped along.
Man, the time paradox shenanigans in there, though, really had me for a loop on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Still, that was really fun.
I did have a little theory back at the start of the year that because of Zelda going back in time, that's why so many things are different from present from Tears of the Kingdom to Breath of the Wild, because she did something in the past that altered things.
Yeah.
Like all those Sky Islands, they weren't there originally. Magical, cloud barrier or no. She's the reason why they got lifted. And we all know there definitely wasn't a light dragon in Breath of the Wild. Yet suddenly there was in Tears of the
Right.
Kingdom, and we all know why. Can we say why? It's a bit long ago. Yeah, probably.
I mean, we're moving on to the Switch 2, so I mean, I don't see why you couldn't.
Well, see, we're talking about Santa Claus. You gotta be careful. You never know who's listening. And who you might, be like, but I haven't gone there yet. No, spoilers. But yeah, she clearly changed something in the past when she went back in time. I also argue that she did something that caused the Sheikah not to be nearly as powerful by going back in the past. But apparently someone debunked that, saying that the tech that was missing in Tears of the Kingdom was just because Hurricane Sheikah just suddenly crumbled to dust as soon as the purpose was fulfilled. Which I call bullshit on it, but whatever.
I mean, was that a theory, or was that just one interview or something claimed? I actually don't know.
Now, dumb question. How long has it been in World since Tears of the Kingdom and between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom?
Uh, I mean, it was considered ancient tech even to the time 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild, so...
I meant from the end of Breath of the Wild to the start of Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, I guess it was maybe like a month or so.
I heard it was like 6 or 7 years.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. It was definitely enough for Hudson's kid to go from being a baby to a young girl, to a little girl.
Starring characters like Tulin and a lot of the younger characters. Okay, yeah, that checks out.
So why haven't they bothered to fix the castle? I mean, they managed to clear out the castle town.
It was probably in development for a time.
True. But they couldn't
Plus
have
having to deal with a... They would probably have to deal with any monsters that were left in Hyrule as well, since those usually don't disappear along with Ganon.
Turns out those things are independent of him. It's only when he's around that the Blood Moon makes them respawn.
Yeah.
So I have a little theory there. I think not all creatures in Hyrule are actually evil. The monsters, I mean. I mean, we saw the games of the Zoras went from enemies to being actual fellow residents of Hyrule, right? Like in the first Zelda, the Zoras were evil. And they weren't exactly any nicer in Link to the Past, right? I mean, you can
Yeah.
buy flippers from them, but that's if you get past the ones that shoot fireballs at you.
True.
So maybe the other monsters are also not evil. At least not evil naturally.
Then again, I don't think Zoras were servants of Ganon. They were just kind of protecting their territory.
Fair enough. There's something about some that creatures in Hyrule feel, and monsters feel, when they got their own agenda. Like the Lionel. Something about them makes me think they're not 100% on Ganon's side. Like, they work with him because they respect his power type of deal. But push came to shove, they would certainly go against him. I don't know, maybe I'm just spouting nonsense.
I mean, aside from when you're wearing disguise masks, they can take the longest to actually engage in battle.
But they're only smart enough to figure out, wait, you're not one of us.
Yeah, they are also the most intelligent out of all the monsters, since they can actually figure it out. Link's not one of them, even with the disguise.
Which is why I think they might not be 100% under Ganon's control. They got some brains. Like the moblins and goblins, or whatever they're called.
The Coplins and
The
the
goblins are about
Moblins.
as smart as a bunch of rocks.
I mean, when you think about it, the intelligence of the monster really shows in their weaponry. The Coblins and Moblins usually have stuff like sticks or branches woven together with bone pieces and stuff for their more powerful weapons.
While the
Meanwhile,
Lionels have their
Zaltos-
own special named gear.
Lionels have some extremely tough, durable, and dangerous equipment, while the Zaltos have equipment that are, by the looks of it, equally usable in combat and also in their semi-aquatic lifestyle and being
Yeah.
able to do stuff like fish.
I think the Lizardfolds are also a race that might actually be not that bad if not under Ganon's control. And that's not just because I'm pro lizards. No, I think they seem to be the more just there for. It's hard to explain. I just feel like that they're not as bad as the other creatures. Maybe it's because we've seen some lizardmen in the Zelda franchise that aren't evil in the past, like those creatures from Oracle of Seasons, no ages.
You mean the Oracle games with Dimitri the Dodongo?
Well, sort of. That's another good example, yes. A Dodongo that isn't evil. But no. I was talking about the lizardmen on the Crescent Island.
Oh yeah, those kobold-like ones that
Mhm.
take all of Link's things and puts you in that little funny trade quest to get all your stuff back.
Mhm. If you think about it, they're sort of like a version of Lizapho.
Kind of.
And we have seen some monsters that been actually trying to be good, like that one demon Skyward Sword.
I might need reminding on that one.
He was underneath its Skyloft Island. He needed gratitude crystals to turn Hylian.
I don't think I got that far, did I? Huh.
He's relatively
Or I
early in
just-
the game.
That, or I really don't remember, or completely missed him.
Hold on, let me Google him for you. Patrex? Patrex?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh. Fair if his name was Dimitri, but one moment. Why isn't my... Hold on, it's a little fishy here. Doobie doo. Was I not talking this whole time? I mean, like, VTuber not talking this whole time? Howdy everybody, I hope you liked the video. If you did, you can support me through buying a copy of my book, Nimbus, off of Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. Nimbus is the story of Hubert Yeats and his struggle against the robotic birdmen, the Hawkers. Will he survive or fall to his death? Read on to find out. Until next time, goodbye.